What's up, Wednesday Warriors, and welcome back to a new video. It's Wednesday, so you know what that means. I returned from my comic book shop, my stack of comics a little bit higher, my wallet really lighter this week. And the reason for that, well, is because this week was the release of Invincible Universe's Battle Beast. And we got these Battle Beast blind bags that I'm sure you've heard everybody in the comic book community talking about. Well, I show you that because here on this channel, we are close to 1,000 subscribers. And I bought 5 of these blind bags, ripped 3 of them. And I was like, you know what? I need to do something special for 1,000 subs. I've worked hard, been many years trying to get this 1,000 subs, took a little break, kind of getting back to it now, and really determined to make this work. So I want to get to 1,000 subs so I can offer you guys more great content and more things from this channel. With that being said, we're going to rip one of these bags together today. When we talk about Battle Beast here in a minute, we will rip this together and see what's in it. The other one, I am a little over 200 subs away from 1,000 subs. I think I set at the time of this recording 796 subs. We're going to do 1,000 subscriber comic book giveaway. And the way you enter this is by subscribing or leaving a comment on the videos. Each one of those actions gets you one entry on the wheel to win the 1,000 subscriber comic mystery pack. This comic mystery pack is going to contain a value of anywhere between $100 and $500 worth of books, variants, things like that. Okay. Our first submission, and every 20 subs is another submission into this mystery pack. So that means I'm going to add a book for every 20 subs. So potentially this mystery pack is going to be 11 books, including this Battle Beast blind bag. They're all going to come in this envelope, which will be shipped very well. But as you can see, the first entrance into that 1,000 sub giveaway is that Battle Beast blind bag. So if you want to get in to win a bunch of comics and this blind bag to potentially maybe get your hands on a 1 in 1,000 or 1 in 2,000 Battle Beast variant, which might be in that blind bag. I don't know. You don't know. That's the risk you run. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel and leave a comment in the section below so you make sure that you get yourself as many entries and chances to win that comic giveaway as you can. All right, now that that business is handled, let's talk a little bit of comics. Let's show off what I picked up today, review what I picked up today, and just my thoughts on everything going around. And I would be remiss if we didn't start with said Battle Beast. Cursed with an unquenchable thirst for violence, Battle Beast searches the universe for the one warrior mightier than him. A glorious death, his only reward. But even in the universe full of mighty Viltrumites like Invincible and Omni-Man, it seems that no one may be able to stop Galaxy's deadliest warrior, unless he does the unthinkable. Now, this story picks up right where Battle Beast first shows up in Invincible. He beats down all of, Invincible and the Invincible's friends and leaves. Just demolishes them and leaves. Sorry, it's Invincible 19. Invincible 19 is Battle Beast's first appearance. He beats down Invincible and everybody standing in his way, opens the teleportation wall and rocks the fuck out. So this picks up right there where we see Battle Beast coming back to his ship and all the dead crew member around him, and he's just disgusted about how this world did not live up to the hype of all the dead crew, saying that this will be the world that he meets his demise. The AI on the ship reaches out to him and says, hey, I've been quiet, I was told not to talk to you, but crew's dead, so I'm going to do that. And essentially Battle Beast is going to search the universe trying to find the one to end his life. He welcomes it. That's his mission. That's what he wants. He wants to battle to the death. He wants that fitting end, which only comes by being defeated in battle and meeting death. So we see him go to a universe where he takes on his first challenger, just absolutely decimates him. And along the lines, he gets a little companion in the prince of that world, and he asks to be taken to his home planet. And Battle Beast complies, and the computer says, what is this? I'm sorry I didn't give you that battle that you were looking for, that one that could kill you. We'll keep searching, but what is this? And he says, a snack. And he says, well, I see that, but I'm talking about your little friend. And Battle Beast says, also a snack. He's still alive, so he'll stay fresher longer. Ryan Ottley's art, incredible. Robert Kirkman's writing, incredible. I can't wait for issue 2 of Battle Beast. Issue 2 might even be in one of these blind bags. Will we hit 1,000 subs before issue 2 comes out? I hope so, but I don't know. So you could potentially win issue 2 in that blind bag giveaway. Who knows? But with Battle Beast, I did pick up the David Finch variant. That's the book I bought. And then we also, let me go ahead and hide on stream. We also pulled from one of the blind bags the gold foil Marvel Team Up 14. We also pulled the 1 in 25, and we also pulled a blank cover. That's everything that was pulled from the blind bags that I opened at the shop. Now, like I stated before, we have this blind bag right here, as you can see, still sealed. And we're going to open this one right now on stream, and let's see what we get. This, well, womp womp. It's the A cover. We pulled a Battle Beast A cover. Can't be mad at that, but there you go. Like I said in my best and worst comic of the week video, all the covers are represented in these blind bags, and some one-offs like that Marvel Team Up, like that Invincible 19, the first appearance of Battle Beast, the 1 in 1000s and the 1 in 2000, I believe also. But this blind bag, we pulled this Invincible Battle Beast A cover. That's all right though. If you do not pick up Invincible Battle Beast and you want it, we'll give this away too. Maybe I'll throw that in the box as well, just as a cause. But you know, that's the fun of these blind bags, right? You never really know what you're gonna get. So I would recommend picking up Battle Beast. It was easily one of the best comics of the week. I can't give it my best comic of the week. It's like right there neck and neck with another one that we're gonna talk about in a little bit, but it was a great read and an amazing pickup. Next up, we have Hook, Big Bad World. I loved Hook. I loved the first series that was put out by Image. There was rumors of a second series. Millar got that Netflix deal, and there's a lot of rumors that this book is going to be Millar's next Netflix project. Hook is a great tale. It's like Superman meets Forrest Gump, essentially. Loved Hook. It was such a wholesome, such a good story. He just lives to help people. And that's his superpower, is he has the ability to find anybody at any time, and he loves to help people. So now the title has shifted over to Dark Horse, been picked up by Dark Horse, and Mark Millar and Raphael Albuquerque give us our next entry into the world of Hook with Hook, Big Bad World. After being exposed as a super-powered person and hunted down the doctor who gave him and his mother their powers, it would seem like Hook could finally get back to the simple life he'd come to love, making folks in his small town feel safe and cared for. By doing one good deed a day and being the real change anyone would want to see in the world. A mysterious man tells him that he and his mother aren't the only superpowered people out in the world. Many are hiding just like them. And that synopsis basically sums up the first issue. Hook gets his heart broken as he has a girlfriend now, and he goes out to help find missing sailors. He finds them and he's on his way back. He calls his girlfriend. Her girlfriend says, hey, listen, my kid's dad came back. He wants us to go on tour with his band. We're going to give that a shot. Heartbroken, Hook returns, but as he's on his way back, his mother is approached by a mysterious man who says that his life was saved by a superpowered being he knows nothing about, and he's trying to track her down. And in doing so, he has run across several superpowered people in this world that are either helping people or on the run and hiding and don't want to be exposed. And that's where we find this, as he comes to Hook to ask Hook for his help in searching out this woman who saved his life. Issue 1 was a banger. I can't wait for issue 2. I love the wholesomeness of this series. I hope Mark Millar continues and knock it out of the park, and I can't wait to see this play out on Netflix, hopefully one day, very, very soon. Up next, easily my favorite book of this week. I didn't get any incentives. I just went with the cover E Jenny Frizen stealth variant. I love this book so much. And I know you're asking, Matt, what is this book? Well, this would be Exquisite Corpses #1 from Image Comics. Every 5 years on Halloween, the wealthiest families in America play a game. 12 of the deadliest people in the world are dropped into a small town with just one goal. Last killer standing wins. For the citizens of Oak Valley, Maine, this year's unlucky arena, the goal is much simpler. They must survive the night. Think The Purge, essentially. It is this wealthy group of 12 families, and they all offer a champion. Think The Purge meets Hunger Games. Jesus Christ. The Purge meets Hunger Games. The 12 wealthiest families, they pick a champion, they drop them into this town, and they can kill anybody in this town they want. They have a specific weapon that they are presented with that they have to kill with. They are offered supplies, they are offered goods. They could do, get help from the families, and the last killer standing wins. This first issue was an oversized issue with, I believe, a whopping $6.99 price point on it, but it gave you a lot of the background of the story. It gave you the background of the killers that we're going to be following, and kind of the background a little bit of the town, and it sets the stage for issue 2. It's such a good story. It was a lot of fun to read. It was a quick read. I absolutely loved it. This was hands down my pick of the week. I almost was going to pass on this book. So happy I didn't. I would definitely recommend you picking up this book and checking it out. And let me know what you think about it in the comments section below. Up next, we have Gwenpool, #1. Everyone's favorite reality twister. Life is changing, becoming darker, grittier, and bringing her own brand of hyper-violent justice to the battle-strewn New York City. Who is this Dark Gwenpool, and what has she got to do with the spectacular Spider-Man? This Jin Hung Lee variant is the one I picked up. It's the one I talked about liking in my best and worst covers of the week. So, of course, I just picked up the trade dress of it. This was a fun story. It was a quick read. It was a lot funner than I thought it was going to be. And there is an interesting character at the end of it. And like this says, a darker Gwenpool that we have to continue to read on to find out the mysteries being solved and all of this. It was a fun read. Hopefully issue 2 is still fun. This is what I could definitely see bailing on if it doesn't live up to the hype in issues 2 and 3. But I enjoyed issue 1 enough to come back and check out issue 2. Up next, I pick up the Spider-Verse versus Venomverse, this Leslie Lyrics Lee variant. The Arachnid War is here. With the fates of the Spider-Verse and Venomverse hanging in the balance, these 8-legged warriors will stop at nothing from protecting their people, or die trying. Will Spider-Man and his friends succeed in protecting the web heart, or will Venom and his symbiotic comrades prove that the hive mind fights for its survival? Meet the newest webhead spider prowler, as well as the mysterious symbiote Yellow, as this savage battle risks their extinction. This was a fun read too. It set the stage. The Spider-Men found out from the web heart and the hive mind that if one wins, the other's destroyed. If the other wins, the other's destroyed. It's just pitting Spider-Man versus the Venomverse. Pretty simple, right? It was a fun read. Spider Prowler was in it. He was a very interesting character. We got to see the Weapon X version of Spider-Man absolutely decimate a Venom, and it was really cool. It was a really fun story. I would say check it out if you're invested in the Spider-Verse or Venomverse, or specifically for these two characters, specifically knowing that we're probably going to see Spider Prowler in the next Beyond the Spider-Verse. I think it's called Beyond the Spider-Verse now. Movie. Easily one of the best books of the week as well. We have One World Under Doom. This RB Silva variant is the variant I picked up. It's sensing vulnerability, Dormammu has attacked Earth and only Doom stands in his way. Dormammu has banished all other heroes to a pocket dimension, leaving Doom to stand alone against the Dark Lord of Chaos. But on the other hand, Doom has never needed allies in order to ensure that his will is done. In this ultimate showdown between two titans, with an end you won't see coming, as Earth hangs in the balance, it all comes down to Doom versus Dormammu. And do they absolutely have a slugfest? Doom and Dormammu beat the hell out of each other. You get a scene where Doom has magic, he says snicked and Wolverine claws made of magic appear. Him and Dormammu beat the hell out of each other. Dormammu gets the upper hand, breaking Doom's leg, breaking his arm, taking the eye Agamotto away from him, leaving Doom at his weakest. And that's where it ends when Doom comes back in and he's helped with the help of his Doom bots, has released all the heroes from this pocket dimension, and he gets to utter Captain America's famous phrase, Avengers Assemble, as this issue ends and leads into issue 5, where we see the conclusion of the Dormammu versus Doom conflict. What a battle. What an ending. A Marvel comic that if you're not reading Marvel comics, I've seen through comments on other channels that, well, Marvel comics, we haven't read a Marvel comic. Marvel comics haven't been good. I know the plot of stopping Doom by punching him really hard was stupid, but this One World Under Doom, Doom versus Dormammu, lived up to the hype. Did not disappoint. Check out One World Under Doom. If you're looking for that Marvel comic fix that you say you're not getting, it's going to come to you via One World Under Doom number 4. Up next, we have Transformers 20. The Autobots revive a group of allies who could change the tide of their war with the Decepticons, but they don't know who or what is coming for them. Good read. Just continue down the story. Not a whole lot to really talk about in this book. This week, I do love the Transformers. I'm loving the Energon stuff. It's one of the best books in the Energon universe. And I don't know really much what else to say about that. If you're reading Transformers, you already know, you're already enjoying it. You're already liking it. It's been fun. Continue on reading it. I know I will. Make sure to pick it up and support everything going on in that Energon universe. Then we have this all new Absolute Batman number 8. I picked up this Brian Boland variant. I think it's the coolest variant. It is an awesome looking Mr. Freeze of this new Absolute Mr. Freeze. Gotham in the grasp of Mr. Freeze. Batman is in a fight for his life against this icy new threat. But in the end, what terrifying truth will be unearthed about Arkham M and Joker? It was a fun read and fun seeing the battle between the Absolute Batman and the Absolute Mr. Freeze. In the end, we see Killer Croc in his human form. Before he comes Killer Croc getting attacked and taken away by Arkham M. They mention the new Bane. I don't really know where that's going. I'm a little confused on that. I have to reread this. But I've really enjoyed the Absolute Batman stuff. I don't know if this version of Killer Croc is going to become Bane, or if they're going to experiment on him and that's when he becomes Killer Croc. How the Joker fits on all this is still very unclear. I need to reread this again. I'll be honest with you, I was kind of falling asleep. I've had a lot going on. I was kind of falling asleep when I was reading this last night. So I have to go back and reread it again to kind of lock everything in. But I had to include it in this so I could get this video done for you all. I did enjoy what I read. Even if I'm still kind of fuzzy on it, I'm going to have to go back and reread exactly what's going on. But, you know, it's Absolute Batman. And yeah, what more to say about that? It's been a great read so far, and I've really enjoyed that series. But that's it. That's my last book that I picked up this week. Like I said, a lot to pick up, a lot to read. I have to reread Absolute Batman because it was one of the first I started to read and kind of fell asleep. And then when I woke up, I read everything else. So I will go back and reread Absolute Batman. But I enjoyed what I read and I got the gist of it. But I think there's some parts I'm just not understanding that another reread will clear up for me. But with that being said, I hope you guys had a great Comic Book Wednesday. Let me know in the comment section below what you picked up at your LCS this week. Did you pick up any of those Battle Beast blind bags? What did you pull from those blind bags? And don't forget our 1,000 subscriber giveaway. So make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, get those entries in to have a chance to win that comic book blind bag, or I should say comic book mystery pack that contains that Battle Beast blind bag. And a lot of other good stuff will be in there also. Hope you guys had a great Wednesday. If you want any more great comic book content from this channel, check out one of these videos after my dumb, stupid face is done here talking. Check out any of the other videos on the channel. We got a lot of great content. If you're a wrestling fan, make sure to check out Off the Mat, one of the premier wrestling podcasts on YouTube, giving you the freshest, the hottest, the craziest, the wildest professional wrestling takes. And of course, we review all of the pay-per-views and weekly shows on that. So with all that being said, again, have a great week, and we'll see you next time around the spinner rack.